클릭해주셔서 감사합니다.
Hello everyone, I'm Raiseo JK Dae. In the previous lecture, we asked what is the purpose of economics. Today we are going to ask an even bigger question. What kind of future will humans create? Human civilization is entering a period of enormous transformation. Artificial intelligence is advancing rapidly. Climate change threatens global stability. Technology is reshaping communication and work. Economic inequality continues growing in many places, and humanity now possesses enough productive power to influence the future of the entire planet. Where are we heading? Will the future become more prosperous, peaceful, and sustainable, or more unequal, unstable, and divided? Today we will explore the future of economics, civilization, technology, and humanity itself. Let's begin. First, let's understand something important. Economics is not only about the present, economics is also about the future. Every society constantly makes decisions about resources, technology, energy, education, institutions, human priorities. These decisions shape the world future generations will inherit. Now let's think historically. Human civilization changed dramatically in only a few centuries. Agriculture transformed human settlement. Industrialization transformed production. Electricity transformed daily life. The internet transformed communication. Artificial intelligence may transform human civilization once again. Economic systems and technology together shape history itself. Now let's discuss abundance. For most of history, humans struggled mainly against scarcity, food shortages, disease, extreme poverty. But modern civilization created unprecedented productive power. Humanity now produces enormous amounts of food, energy, information, technology, wealth. This creates a new challenge. The problem is no longer simply survival. The deeper question becomes, how should abundance be managed wisely? Now let's discuss inequality again. Even though humanity became wealthier overall, many people still struggle. This raises an important moral and economic question. Can civilizations remain stable when wealth and opportunity become too unequal? Extreme inequality can weaken social trust, democracy, stability, human dignity. Future economic systems may need to balance innovation and fairness more carefully. Now let's talk about artificial intelligence again. AI may become one of the most powerful technologies in human history. It could accelerate scientific discovery, improve healthcare, increase productivity, reduce dangerous labor. But AI also creates risks like mass surveillance, concentration of power, job disruption, information manipulation. Technology itself is not destiny. Human choices determine how technology affects civilization. Now let's discuss climate change again. Modern economies achieved prosperity partly through enormous energy consumption, but environmental systems have limits. Future civilizations must decide, can economic growth continue sustainably? Can societies transition toward cleaner energy and more responsible consumption? The future economy may depend heavily on solving these environmental challenges. Now let's think about human values. Technology is advancing rapidly, but moral wisdom does not automatically advance at the same speed. Human civilization now has extraordinary power. The question is whether humans can use that power responsibly. Economics becomes deeply connected to ethics here. What should humanity prioritize? Profit, equality, freedom, sustainability, human well-being, long-term survival? These are not merely economic questions. They are civilizational questions. Now here is another important idea. The future is not predetermined. Economic systems are created by humans. Institutions are created by humans. Laws are created by humans. Technology is created by humans. This means the future economy depends on collective human choices. Now let's discuss cooperation. Many global problems today cannot be solved by one country alone. Climate change, pandemics, financial instability, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence governance. Modern civilization became deeply interconnected. Future prosperity may depend increasingly on international cooperation rather than only competition. Now let's connect this to ordinary people. Many people feel powerless when discussing large global systems, but societies are ultimately built from millions of individual decisions. How people work, consume, vote, learn, innovate, treat others, or influence the future economy and society. Civilization is not something separate from humans. Humans collectively create civilization every day. Now here is one final important idea. Economics is ultimately about human possibility. Human civilization achieved extraordinary progress, but progress alone does not guarantee wisdom. The future depends on whether humanity can balance innovation and responsibility, freedom and stability, growth and sustainability, competition and cooperation, wealth and meaning. This may become the defining challenge of the 21st century. So let's summarize today's lecture. Economics shapes the future of civilization through decisions about technology, resources, institutions, and human priorities. Modern humanity possesses enormous productive and technological power. However, humanity also faces major challenges including inequality, artificial intelligence, environmental sustainability, and global instability. The future economy will depend not only on technology, but also on ethics, cooperation, and wisdom. And because economic systems are ultimately created by humans, the future remains something humanity can still shape together. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this lecture series, please like and subscribe. And remember, the future is not something humans simply enter, it is something humans create. See you next time.